What's up, guys? WKK3 here, and I don't do a lot of videos like this, and I hate doing them like this, but when you're at work all day, sometimes you gotta do it like this. Just got done with work, so I'm gonna make this short for myself, and obviously it's not live, so I'm uploading it later. But let's get down to the budget of it. I hate talking or giving attention to people who do stupid and just stupid things. And today, Brian France did that. Now, he got arrested for DUI. We know that, and he had drugs in the car. The thing is, if you are a CEO of a major company like Nascar, the carelessness that would have to go into your mind to even attempt a thing like that is terrible. It's terrible. And not to mention when we've had incidents like Spencer Gallagher, or hell, you think back in the day with Jeremy Mayfield, hell, AJ Allmendinger. You look at who's pointing fingers at who now. Because NASCAR has their, road to recovery program. And who started that, who run that, who told drivers to go to that. And then you find out this morning, Brian France has been arrested for a DUI and drugs in his car. You're like, oh, well, hool-up-de-doo. There we go. Checkmate. That's over for him. Bye-bye. And, I'm at work. I can't check things. I'm allowed to be on my phone at work. But sometimes you're busy enough, just busy enough, where you can't keep up with up-to-date info. And, you have to watch ESPN. We had ESPN on at work. And 5:37 is when I believe it came on the air that he'll be taking an indefinite leave of absence from the sport. I think Jim France, whatever his name is stepping in as CEO during this absence. Now, this is a leave of absence. And in terms, this is the first step of him resigning. Always you see this in major, small things. Sometimes you see it at all. That they'll take an extended leave of absence from their position. This is usually the first step of resigning. But the problem is, he can resign on his own. I don't think he's going to do it. Because I think he's an egotistic guy. He's going to try to stay there as long as he can. For him to be pushed out, the board of directors, and also the France companies, France family companies, can get him off the chair. This would be a couple months long process to officially wipe him off where he is. Of course, it would be you would see something like Brian France has been, thrown from his position or something like that. You would most likely see it in that context on a news report or something like that. But, like I said, I'd hate making videos about people who do dumb things. It's just who I am. I hate this. Hate giving the spotlight to people like that. But, it is what it is, and at a time where the sport is where it is, it's not good for the sport. Sure, Chase Elliott won yesterday. That's a great thing for the sport. It notches up. It's better. Again, people say the big three isn't good for it's great for the sport. It gives us three options to look at. And then you have surprise winners like Chase Elliott come in. It's great. It's great for the sport. Love it. NASCAR is, on a level plane right now. It's not going up or down. It's leveled out a little bit, which is good. But then, just when you thought things were just leveling out and just riding down the back straightaway, we have a black flag for the sport, and obviously today having the sport put in a bad light, which is never what you want to see. But yet here we are talking about this, as we are. People can always try to figure out, where is the best option for things like this. And as much as I hate to say it, Brian France has been CEO for he's been a CEO for a while. Since I started watching the sport back in 99. Yeah, 99. I started watching the sport in 99. I went to my first race in 02. So, I was born in 97, so I started watching a while ago. Don't remember any of the 99 races, but I have memorabilia and kid t-shirts, so I obviously had interest. So it is what it is at that regard. If if he goes down, who replaces his position? That is the bigger question I think we have right now, is who would replace that position? Who would be the best position to hire that? Hell, let's not even forget that this affects, if people want to buy the sport now. You pretty much tarnish any added value we might have right now with stupid shit like this, where, it's fucking... I don't know. It's so hard to put in the words what I'm thinking without going off the rails. I mean, you don't hear about IndyCar having this problem. You don't hear about, other things having these problems. Sure, they're probably there, but we're not seeing it right now. But on a short list of things, obviously this is bad. This is bad for the sport, bad for the light of the sport, and like I said, it pretty much puts us back on a downward trend by the eyes of people and by the eyes of its own fan base, to be honest with you. Fans are absolutely pissed. I'm pissed. I know so many fans that are pissed. Ex-drivers. Jeremy Mayfield. Pissed. He's pissed right now. Why? We all know why he should be pissed. His wife tweeted today, and she's pissed. So everyone is pissed, but you're not seeing drivers tweet much about it. Why is that? They probably know two things. One, what do we say? What are we supposed to say? And two, we don't need to do damage control with drivers. I'm sorry, drivers, stay out of it. You don't need to start damage control with drivers. That's just going to lead to another can of worms we don't need opened. But the damage control is pretty straightforward. If you are NASCAR, the board of directors, the France family corporations, or companies, I think it's called, which owns the sport at the moment, you fire him. You get him out of there. Because if he stays in that job, oh boy, that is going to look so bad that, honestly, I might question my integrity in the sport. That we're just going to let this happen and let it go. When we have drivers like Spencer Gallagher, where we make the biggest fuss about it. So again, that goes back to the point of who's pointing who. What fingers are pointing at what now. That we know that our own CEO, who makes the decisions to send you to the road or all that, do it himself. You know? Kind of makes you feel like, oh, really? You're doing that too, huh? Yeah, you're the biggest ass. And yeah, you are, Brian fans. You are the biggest ass. His mugshot today made me laugh because it looks like he's tearing up, and I don't give a damn. He needs to get out of there. He's not the direct reason their sport has been going down lately, but he's very well in the conversation for it. No question about it. There's a lot of people that go into making these rule changes and stages, and it's not just him. But let's think about it. He has a big say in it as CEO. So, the quicker we get him out of that chair, the quicker this sport can try to turn around and start heading back in the right direction. Like I said, it's 9:37 and I just got off work and I'm trying to realize what I've been thinking about the whole day into a short 30-minute top video. For a while, fans have been wanting him out of that chair. I have been wanting him out of that chair since goddamn 2014, I wanted him out. After we started this damn playoff system. The chase was fine. It was great. The chase was great. I still love the chase format. It's probably the better version it's probably the best points version we've had. Of course, you get your stereotypical classic NASCAR. I want the normal points where you go the whole season. Yeah, but let's be honest. The chase was sweet because you got the top 10 drivers. You shut that shit down. You reset the points and you let them go for 10 races, and whoever gains the most points at the end of 10 races wins. Sweet. We love that format. And then we add these rounds. Okay. Cool. Stages? What? Stages. It's just, we're gimmicking the sport way too much at the moment. And again, this is another direct reason why I want him out of the chair. And apparently we all were okay with it, and he stayed in his position. I think that's how it worked. Now, how many fans have been upset about the sport for a while? There's something else going on, and hopefully this is the final straw that knocks him out. Little did I know that back in 2006, apparently he had another DUI. And I can't confirm that, but I heard it from somebody. You can check it up yourself. I know I will, and I'll put in the comments if I'm right or not. But yeah, apparently he had one in prior to this. And you're the head of the sport. And of course, I don't know if it had drugs in it. That a DUI is a DUI. People have. That's probably why it went under the radar, per se. But when you have, what is the drug that was in that car? Started with an L. I don't know if it was oxycodone or anything like that. I don't know. But it was a drug with DUI, and his breathalyzer was 2 times the legal limit. So he was freaking plastered. He was done. When you're the CEO of a sport that does, so much to limit drivers from doing things like that, and then your own CEO does it, that's where I am right now. That's where I'm thinking, you are an egotistic bastard. And of course, people are going to comment and say, oh, Warren, geez, shut up. You know what? Yeah, no, but this is a reaction to what I heard about today off work, when I can finally talk about it. Of course, later I'm going to look at the video and go, holy moly, what was I saying? But here we are talking about it right now, as we are. Other than that, it is what it is. Just hope NASCAR makes the right decision. They're tiptoeing on a tight wire right now, and I think the first step, like I said, the first step is cleared we get him an indefinite leave of absence. That's the first step. And, you know, it's going to feel so weird heading into Michigan now, having the major story. Brian France. Okay, can we pay attention to the race? That's what it's going to be like. And, I don't know, maybe they'll glance over. Maybe NBC will just glance over this and put it under the rug, you know, and let us enjoy the race. I'm hoping. I sure as hell hope we do that. I don't want them to bring it up I don't want them to bring it up at all in the race. Not even practice. I don't want to hear about it. You know, if you're a fan of the sport, you don't want to hear about it. Why? You know, people are going to be like, oh, well, we should hear about it. We should hear what's going on. Yes, but we're also showing other fans that might not know, and if they hear about it in a race broadcast, it's going to go, what the hell? And you don't want that. The race broadcast is to focus on the race. That's what it's for. Commentators focusing on the race. Not about giving any spotlight to a dumbass who did a dumbass thing. That's just like when people were... the whole Demi Lovato thing. It's just like that. We don't need to put oil on this fire. Alright, we need to smother the fire, put it out, figure out what happened, and get rid of it. If I can put that in the best of words I could, I did. And that's why I think about it. So, I think I summed up what I had to say pretty lightly. I could have went so much more vulgar with this, with cussing and all that, but of course, when you're doing a video, you try not to. So other than that, I think that is where it stands. You know, like I said, NASCAR, you do the right thing here. Get it done quickly. I don't want to hear about this 2 weeks from now at Bristol. I don't want to hear about it. I want this over by Bristol. Over and done. I want a new CEO in, probably by the end of the season. And we go to Daytona, we start fresh. It's going to take that long to get there, honestly. The way things move anywhere. But other than that, that's where I'm going to end this. Tell me what you think about this whole situation. Should he keep his job? Should he get fired? You know, your opinion is your opinion. I'm here to just give my voice to the situation. And you can have your voice to the situation all you want. Just comment below, hit that like button if you like this video, or you want more videos like this where I just talk about my opinions on the sport like this, and any other things you want to see. Also, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot more videos coming to the channel soon. And other than that, I think that's a pretty good place to end this at almost 19 minutes long. My name's Warren Keith, better known as WKK3, and I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you later.